All right.
What's up?
What's going
good, everybody?
on?
We're on episode, Unlucky 13?
Lucky 13.
You know 13 is a bad number.
Only if you make it bad.
Agnes, you don't believe in the unlucky 13?
No, because 1 plus 3 is 4.
4 is dope.
Yeah. And 4 plus 4 is 8, which gives you the number of money. And karma. Don't get me started. But 13 is not a bad number. It's a good number. My mom was born on the 13th.
Let's get this show on the road. What's good, everybody? Welcome to Not For Nuthin the Podcast, episode 13. I am Dame. He's Jew, a.k.a.
Pantera
Leo. And we got the illustrious Agnes in the building. We got a lot to get to. There we go. If you didn't know, now you know. So, listen, we're going to run through this. Kevin Hart's rose, Trump's gold phones, where are they? Chud the Builder, AOC for President, and Drizzy Drake is dropping. We're going to cover all of that shit and so much more. But before we do that, how the fuck are you guys?
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. All right.
Yeah. I think this week was better than last week, so.
How was your Mother's Day?
It was nice. My daughter took me out to brunch, and my son bought me flowers, and Egnally sent Eliza some money to buy me a bottle of wine when she took me to brunch.
I like it. Glad to hear that. So
happy belated Mother's Day, Agnes.
Thank you. It was dope. I enjoyed it.
Did you do anything, Jill? I mean, obviously not for you, but for your wife.
No, I got a pedicure. So. No, my daughter actually took Tanisha out that day. So she met up with her boyfriend's mother, and she took both of them out. So they got a pedicure. Took them, had a whole brunch thing. So
Ladies Day.
So it was nice for her to just kind of spend it with Lauren. So that was good. We didn't do anything too special. As far as my mom lives in Delaware, so that was just a phone call.
Cool. I shot up to Orlando on Saturday and had lunch with my girl's mom, and then Sunday my cousin and I took out our moms to dinner, and then we went to see the Michael Jackson movie after dinner.
So did you like it?
It was good. It was
pretty good, right?
It was good.
Do you understand what I was trying to say now that you see
it got a little, about 3/4 of the way I kind of got bored with it, I'm not gonna lie, but Jafar did his fucking thing.
Yo, he did.
There was moments like you'd be watching it and then you don't realize that it's not Michael Jackson that you're watching. Like he was, like when he was doing the concert and the shows. Oh man, it did.
To the T. Even the way he speaks, his mannerisms, everything. He did that.
The dancing.
Now it's your turn, Drew.
No, I'm not watching it.
Oh, come on. You have to watch it.
Did you watch that? Did you watch that documentary I recommended or any other stuff?
It was Mother's Day weekend. Of course, she didn't have an opportunity to do that.
Oh, all right.
But I do have it on my to-do list to watch it while I take a bubble bath. So,
I just told you I didn't even sleep this weekend, bro. I was all over the place. Well, it was a busy weekend.
Let's see how all of that goes, and then we'll circle back.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I heard a little birdie. I heard from a little birdie.
I was gonna be like, you heard a little birdie. What the,
that part 2 is on the way, and it's going to be his life up to I don't know how to. I think that it's going to be more of the Jackson 5. It's going to be like a prequel.
Would Janet be in it this time?
I didn't hear all of that. Don't know. With the way that shit did in the box office, I don't think they give a fuck if Janet comes or not. So it was really strange because there's 10 of them, right, altogether, and in the movie there's only 4 of them aside from Michael. So the part was a little weird, but
isn't there 3 sisters, or is it just Joey and Janet?
I think there's BB is the first child. BB's the oldest. Then there's Latoya, Janet, and I think the last kid was a girl. I think there's 4 girls.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. But anyway,
they have my kids. But yeah, I'll definitely go watch part 2 for sure. I enjoyed it. It gave me a lot of flashbacks. That's what I was trying to explain to you. Like, it just kind of brought me back. It wasn't really so much a life story. I don't know. At least I didn't take it like that, but I'm glad you got to watch it.
I didn't notice it, but my cousin said that throughout the movie, his nose continuously got thinner.
Yeah.
Like, without referencing it.
Oh,
they referenced it twice.
Yeah.
Well, they showed the one surgery, and then that healed, and then they showed him with a little bandage on his nose, but didn't say anything about the bandage. And then she said after that, his nose continued to get thinner throughout the movie. But I guess by that point, I was already nodding off. But
did you see his bodyguard? Did you look up like what the bodyguard looked like in real life?
No, I didn't.
Well, to the T also.
I think that bodyguard, I think he was a lifesaver. I think he probably made Michael's life tolerable. He gave him, strength and courage in the points where he needed it.
Facts.
So,
well, let's get started.
We're gonna kick this thing off with the ring or fling game. What you got for us, Agnes?
So I thought it'd be fun. I like that we get to play like games every once in a while. So I wanted to kind of test you guys and see where your head is at with some of these female artists. So I decided we're gonna play a game called Ring or Fling. So I'm gonna name off some women. I have 12, and you're gonna tell me if this is somebody that you will give a ring to, marry, or you'll just have like as a fling on the side.
All right.
Or maybe not a side, just just a fling. Nothing's crazy.
Right.
Okay. Right. So first one, Adele.
So let me just clarify. I don't know any of these women. We're saying
you
just
don't?
by looks.
You don't know Adele?
No. I don't know them personally.
By looks is fine.
So
you're not gonna know all their.
Just in case I want to marry someone just by the way they look.
I mean, it's if you know about them, you do. If you don't, then it'll be based on their appearance.
All right. I will play the game, but I wouldn't marry any of them. But okay.
Ay, Dios mío.
God.
just play along.
I'm just gonna play along. So I would say I wouldn't even fling her. No, she's not attractive to me. So
I love Adele. I love her. I think she's so pretty.
Fling.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like she's a little bit more wifey material. Boo. Okay. Rihanna.
Oh, that's wifey. That's a ring. That's a ring for sure.
Well, if we're rating it that way, then she's a ring. Yeah. If we're rating it just by looks, then...
okay.
This game don't work in my brain right, but okay.
Bro, because clearly you want to overprocess shit.
Jesus Christ.
It's simple. It's simple.
Maybe if you would have changed the name to Stick It or Ditch It, maybe that would have worked better for me. But okay.
Ring or fling.
I need to know Swift. Everything about her mind, body, and soul before I can.
Yeah, clearly.
I'm not gonna just be like, yeah, I'm married.
It's a fucking game, bro.
I'm playing the game, you fucking.
God damn, who's next?
Taylor Swift.
Neither.
Ditch it.
No, you gotta pick one.
Then Fling.
Fling. I guess Fling.
Okay. Eve.
Ooh.
Eve now or Eve?
Ring.
Just Ring. Eve. Yeah. The way you know Eve. So it could be
Eve is
her
dope.
Whole history. Yeah, Eve is fire.
Eve is dope.
Fling. You bugging.
I mean, as a person, I'm not talking about physically. Eve is dope.
See, no. I'm talking about other things that might be different.
Cardi B.
Fling.
Fling.
Pink.
Fling.
No, I actually like Pink. Ring.
Did you choose already?
We both chose.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said Fling.
For Pink?
Yeah. I said it before Dane. Yeah.
Okay. Lauryn Hill.
See, now we're talking about Lauryn Hill back in the day or homeless Lauryn Hill.
Bro, however you picture her.
See, the last years just hasn't been kind to Lauryn Hill. I just don't like who she's become. So
agree.
Yeah, I named my daughter after Lauryn Hill. Even the spelling is the same. Yeah. So, but
oh shit.
Yeah. Fling.
So Ring back then, Fling now.
Maybe, yeah, for sure. Because I thought everything she represented back then was just dope.
Agree.
She's too fucking crazy for me. Fling.
Bro, facts. Like, there's a lot of shit I didn't know about her. And
by the way, I said the homeless comment not because just she dresses mad fucking weird, but anyway, yeah.
So does Erykah Badu. Damn, I should have put her in there.
No, but Erykah Badu looks good. Anyway, let me stop. See, I don't like this game. Her. My bad.
MC Light.
Any women out here.
Oh, MC Light is a ring, and Julian, you better not even fucking answer because she's already mine.
Oh.
Well, just for that, I'll fling her and then I'll ring her and then I'll fling her.
You won't even get the chance.
Oh my God.
I'm already there.
Look at this guy.
I'm already there.
Okay, period.
Poor George.
Trina.
Fling.
Fling.
Okay. Doja Cat.
Fling.
Doja Cat is fire, by the way.
She in my bag.
And I think she's not pretty too. Fling for you said?
For me, yeah. Are you not hearing me?
I didn't hear. Maybe because I was talking over you. Damien?
You should stop doing that.
Fling.
Okay. 2 more. I already know the answer to this one based on you guys' answer. Christina Aguilera.
Fling. Man, I thought this would be harder.
No, Christina Aguilera, ring.
Damn, you're fucking.
I'm impressed. Okay, period. Megan Thee Stallion. That's the last one.
She couldn't get me to fling a rock at her.
Wow. Why you hate her
Dead
so
ass?
much?
Dead ass.
Not even like attracted to her? You bugging. She fire. Okay. Her reputation is probably not the best.
Enough.
I give it. But she can still be a fling.
No.
I mean, you have to choose one, so it's gonna have to be a fling.
I say fling.
I'd fling her. How about that?
Damn. Is it because you mad when she did a Tory? Like, what's the beef? Damn. Bueno, that was it. That was it. It's interesting.
Good job. Good job. I'm sorry.
The choices.
But
maybe for the next one, I should do the what did you call it?
Stick or ditch. Ditch them or stick them. I don't know.
We should do that one next. Let me write that down. I'm gonna do harder. Stick or ditch. Yeah, because I already have an idea of what you guys like and don't like. So I'm gonna make it harder for you next time. But anyway, that was all for our game. Thank you for participating.
No, you're welcome. You know what? Because Dame just criticized me earlier on here. Play the fucking game or whatever. So are you open to just play the game, Dame, without any stipulations? So if I come up with a game similar, you'll be okay with it?
I feel like that's a trick question.
Yeah, because he's gonna do some gay.
He's gonna set you up.
No. If I did the same thing, but just if you were gay, and would you go with this dude or not, like a celebrity man? Would you play the game? So, like, if I said,
why
not? Michael B. Jordan, is that ring or fling? If you were gay,
how would I know what I would do if I was gay? I have no way of knowing.
You can find a man attractive without being gay.
Well, we can do that.
Dude and
we can do that, but to say if I'm gonna fuck a man or marry a man,
nobody said fuck the man. Like, why did you?
It's ring or fling, right? That's what we're talking about.
No, you said stick or ditch.
Yeah. So what are you talking about?
Stick them or ditch them.
No, we're not doing it. If you want to do a list of men, do you think he's attractive, yay or nay, whatever, I'm cool. We could do that, but
okay,
dick them and ditch them, nah, bro. We're not going.
Dick them. You said dick them.
We're not going there.
Damn. How about dick them or lick them? Okay, let me stop. Let's move on. Let's move on.
It's definitely not.
Ay, Dios mío. All right, let's move on.
Anyway, I'm sure by now you guys heard about the Kevin Hart roast. Either of you get any chance to watch any of it?
I saw some clips.
I did not watch it. I did see some clips. I read some things, and I have no intentions of watching it. Just the fact that they had that right-winger piece of shit on there saying the shit he said, I can't fuck with it. But yeah, what about you, Dane? You saw it?
I attempted. I attempted to see it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of the clips and a lot of the hoopla, like you said, which was like just made me want to go see it. I was like, how bad could this be?
Do you have a clip on it?
I do. So I put it on, and it was. I think I just may not be a roast guy, because everybody was towing the fucking line for me. Like every joke, they were even jokes where I laughed that I thought were funny, but I was still like, it didn't sit right with me. I was like, damn, that's like.
That surprises me a little bit about you, because you love stand up and you love battle rap, and they go all in both. So I would think this would almost feel like a marriage, with those two worlds.
It's funny you say that, because it had me thinking about both battle rap and comedy. I 100% couldn't do battle rap because of
they go
how far they go.
They
I could
OD.
never.
Yeah.
I would never get paid because I would fight every fucking battle.
They're just words, man.
Yeah, but sometimes when you hit low blows, like sometimes it's
words aren't just words. Words have power.
Facts. Words hurt sometimes. Yeah, fact.
No, yeah, but I guess you have to put yourself in that, in that space to.
Kudos to the people that are there to be roasted. Like I could never. I would burn that fucking place down, bro. But
for real, tell me how you really feel. Like that's how I'll be looking at them. Like, word.
So I couldn't even get halfway through. I was like, all right, I started like skipping around. Yeah, it was hard to watch as a black man. But then, I wanted to hear what all of the hoopla. I wanted to see what some of the hoopla was, so I skipped around and I went to the clip most people are talking about, which is Tony Hinchcliffe, I believe is his name, or also known as Kill Tony. Here, let's just.
Is this the guy that made the Puerto Rico joke?
This gig hosting the Academy Awards because of some homophobic tweets, but you'd be homophobic too if you were eye level with everyone's cock. He got into a fist fight on a private plane, proof that no matter how much money black people have, they're still just gonna act like ninjas. You've done good though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you right now. George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
See, for me, all the other jokes are fine. I didn't find it funny or whatever, but why? If he was being roasted and they did a Charlie Kirk joke, they'd be fucking crying over it.
No, they did.
To him?
There was a Charlie Kirk joke done that night in the roast.
Oh shit!
And I didn't watch it all, so I couldn't tell you, but it was too far. Also, this whole night was this for me. That last one, the last joke was crossed the line for me, but the whole night was like right on the fucking line. Like it was just too much that was just made me like
you and I have had the debate, Damien, with the with comedy, right? Like where the line is for comedy, right? And I know people talk about cancel culture, which I don't think really ever existed. I think that's bullshit talking point. But yeah, if you're punching down, that's not really what I want to see in comedy acts, right? So if you're a real famous person and you're going after someone way less famous or whatever, or a community that really can't, that's being discriminated against, I'm gonna have an issue with that. Jokes are jokes, but that didn't feel like a joke against Kevin Hart. That felt like he needed to make a point about George Floyd being killed.
And not only that, but even Kevin Hart laughing seemed fake. Like, I don't think he really thought that shit was funny.
I mean, what do you do in his position, though? You really don't have a choice, but you can't sit there with the sour face.
You can. Like, when they did the Justin Bieber roast, he wasn't laughing at all the shit. Like, there was moments where he was like, okay, word.
I mean,
you can.
Yeah, but Kevin Hart,
I know you got to be a good sport about it, but you don't have to be that much of a good sport about it.
If you agree to attend a roast where you're being, even if you're not the one being roasted, if you attend a roast, you should come to expect it. But I'll say Kevin Hart a lot of people are sick of him. A lot of people feel like he doesn't really stand for anything. And I know there's been talk about how. Well, go ahead, Damien. But yeah,
that was the theme of the night, from the opening to throughout. Every comic that went up there was basically saying Kevin Hart will take any fucking job. Like, he doesn't have a position. He'll take anything, to make money. What was pretty much the basis of every comedian that went up there that I saw.
I think that's been pretty obvious throughout his career. I don't think anybody would dispute that. I don't think Kevin Hart would dispute that. So yeah,
I would. I don't even. There were parts that were funny. It opened up with Usher. Usher was pretty good because he comes out singing a song, and then he goes into his second song, "Let It Burn," but he redoes the words and he's dissing Kevin Hart the whole fucking time while singing. It was fire. That part was fire. It was pretty fucking clever. I was shocked because I've never seen that side of Usher, but it was that part was worth watching. So if you can get through the beginning of it, I would at least recommend seeing that part. It was worth it.
Interesting.
But Tom Brady came up there and he did a few minutes. Tom Brady was pretty good. He didn't go that far, but he was funny.
Was The Rock there?
The Rock was there, and The Rock was wasted, drunk. So drunk he came out and said, "I'm drunk."
No.
Yeah, The Rock was wasted.
Yo. I just seen he got pulled over the other day too.
Yeah, I seen that. Probably was leaving the fucking show whenever they probably recorded this a while ago. But The Rock was wasted. Yeah.
That's funny.
So yeah, if you're into that type of shit, you'll probably enjoy it. It was a bit too rough for me. I couldn't get through it all.
I probably wouldn't go through the whole thing. There's certain things that just even in person, that when people do things or say things that is uncomfortable in front of me, imagine. I can't having to watch it on TV. At least I have a choice to turn off the TV or turn it on. You feel me? Like I don't have to watch that shit. I don't know. Yeah. I'll watch some snippets just to see how bad it is. If it's too much, then I'm taking that shit off.
All right. So narcissists and gaslighters.
Yeah, I want to have a conversation.
What is this about, Ignis?
So, per usual, I do a lot of shit talking with my peoples. And a lot of times when I don't want to say us women because it could just be, it doesn't matter who it is. But most of the time when I'm in my group of women and we're talking about the shit that we've dealt with and dealing with narcissism in previous relationships and gaslighting, a lot of the times they put the two as they're one. Oh, he's a narcissist because, he gaslights me. So for those who don't know the difference between a narcissist and someone who gaslights you, a narcissist is a personality structure disorder. Like there's actual medication for people who are narcissists.
Is there?
People with
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Really? Or you guys are being sarcastic?
No, I've never heard that before. Deadass.
Yeah, it's a personality disorder.
Okay.
And and it's diagnosable. You have to take medication for it. And then gaslighting is someone who uses physiological tactic to distort another person's perception of reality or memory. It's more of a control. So one of the things that I noticed that I found that was interesting to me, the goal of a narcissist is to maintain a sense of superiority. Damn, I can't even say that word. Because they have high, deep insecurities and demand constant validation. As for a gaslighter, they like to control the narrative to evade accountability and make the victim question their own sanity.
Right.
So it's two different things. Can a narcissist gaslight, or can a gaslighter become a narcissist or be a narcissist?
I think a gaslighter is probably also a narcissist, but I don't know about the other way around. A narcissist is a gaslighter is basically manipulating a situation to.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because a narcissist is a personality disorder. They're not really fully aware of what they're doing. A gaslighter know what they're doing. But a
narcissist is really a narcissist is too worried about themselves that they only think about and care about themselves. Where a gaslighter is trying to manipulate the other person for their own
I feel like gaslighting is a tactic, not necessarily
a characteristic.
A characteristic, right?
Yeah.
You could be known for doing that, but that's usually a tactic. Where narcissism is something that you're just likely are, and there are levels to all of it, right? You don't have to necessarily be narcissistic like Donald Trump, but maybe you're the type of person, if someone is telling a story about themselves, somehow instead of you responding to their story, you want to talk about your own story instead. Do I feel like the two of them can be linked? Yeah, narcissism can be linked to, all different kind of tactics or psychological tactics that you might see someone do, but yeah, I guess I get what you're saying. They're two different things, kind of connected in a lot of ways, but yeah, I see it more as a tactic, gaslighting, than it is trait.
It's definitely a tactic. So would you say that a gaslighter can be a sociopath?
No, I think a sociopath can gaslight.
Interesting. You agree?
Yes.
Bro, if you ask me, I think all three, you can do all three. You can be all that and some. I feel like if you go to that extreme, whether you are a narcissist and you're not aware that you have this personality disorder, you can still be, what's the word I'm looking for? Like aware that you're gaslighting someone. It's almost like
well, yeah, because gaslighting isn't intentional. Like Julian said, it's a tactic used.
It's intentional.
You're
Yeah, it's intentional.
Yeah, of course.
But being a narcissist is not intentional. That's the shit that's crazy, because they don't even know that they're a narcissist. I think Trump is a narcissist, but I think that he's aware of the shit that he does. But I feel like he's aware.
Trump is more than a narcissist. Trump is a sociopath as well. He doesn't have any empathy, no remorse. He doesn't. He even now, we're going to talk about his little financial comment later. He doesn't care about anything but himself. But I don't think that the two of those things are always connected, right? I think if you're a sociopath, I know that's a lot different from just saying someone is gaslighting or someone. I think they're all three different things.
Well, that's interesting.
They just can intertwine.
I find that it's interesting that there's an actual like code, a diagnosis for somebody who's a narcissist. That's brand new to me. Like, I thought narcissists were fully aware of the shit that they be doing, and that's why they're narcissists. No, narcissists don't know that they are narcissists at all.
Some of them do. I worked with someone who had done all three of those things you're talking about in various stages of my work history with her. And she would freely admit many times that, she's very competitive. That would be her way of kind of admitting that she's a narcissist, right? Because she believed that, she could do everything better than everyone. And we could never have a competition, a friendly competition or whatever, without her turning it into, how amazing she is. So I know I've seen that behavior before, but I think it's tricky, and I think it's something that I definitely am careful about. Labeling.
It's funny you say that. Facts on that. Most narcissists want to like praise themselves. They want to talk about themselves. OD.
All day.
It's not so much.
How many times do we hear it's the greatest? America's the greatest it's ever been, and we've reached this, and it's the the highest it's ever been, and
they haven't met a mirror they don't love, right? That they didn't like, right? So,
need for constant validation. No care for anybody else but themselves.
But needing constant validation could be a sign of insecurity as well. So
it is. Narcissism is that's part of the definition is deep rooted insecurities. So that's why they're in need of constant validation. As for a gaslighter, it's just a way to control the person that they're with, or it doesn't even have to be in a relationship. It could just be anybody. You could have a friend that's a gaslighter.
I think that's a human trait. Period.
What,
and I know a lot of people know insecurity. I think everyone at some point is insecure about something. You doubt yourself. You have imposter syndrome. We all have done that to some degree. Even starting off as a child, the moment you're a kid and your parent has to tell you you can be anything, you can do anything, it probably stems from just something somewhere that you picked up and you learned that you're insecure about something. Right? I can't do this. I'm physically unable to. I'm not smart enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. I I think that's just part of the human experience.
Yeah, but that doesn't make us all a narcissist. You know what I'm saying?
I
We
didn't say
don't
that.
dwell on
Yeah.
the fact that there's things about us that makes us insecure. I think that we can be aware of things of our own insecurities, but we're not so fucking dumbfounded in our insecurities that we want to belittle you to big myself up, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I
That's to
was
an
saying
extreme.
something, two different things, but yeah, I hear you.
It reminds me, Julian, what you were saying reminded me of when I was a kid. I don't remember what it was, but I had accomplished something that I must have thought was like pretty dope. And I was going around, saying how good I was. And I'm talking this, I must be like 6 or 7, somewhere around there.
Right.
My mom told me, she's like, Damien, when you're really that good, you don't ever have to tell anybody. They'll tell you.
Yep.
Period.
I never did it again. I was like, all right, well, lesson learned.
Period. Go, mom.
Yeah.
Good advice.
Yeah, or like you think you're good at something, and then somebody just strolls along and they're like better than you, and you're just like, damn.
There's some parents, and I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of this even with my own son. When he was little, like I hyped him up all the time. Oh my God, mi nene, you're so handsome. And let me see your muscles. And little, and he'd be like, and I'm like, oh my goodness, look at your muscles. And I did that shit so much that
he walks around thinking he the hottest nigga in this world.
Yo, facts. Yo, mom. Yo. Like all the time, and I'm like, all right, like, and I feel like it's my fault. I did that.
That's your fault. You did that.
That is why so many men. That is why so many men walk around with these like mommy issues. Like the woman that they have to find has to be just like their mom. Like that really does stem from that.
I don't know if that stems from that. I think it's deeper than that. I actually wrote a paper
no. It's deeper than that. But I'm just saying there's some rooted connections there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I wrote a paper about that in college. I remember that it doesn't always work out that way, but majority of the time, men and women tend to find someone who resembles their parent of the opposite sex.
Yeah,
not necessarily physically, but like character traits and all of that.
It's true. I did hear about that. I feel like as he's gotten older, like I try to have more conversations with him. Hey, yo, chill. Try to be humble. You don't have to do all that. It's extra. Read the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do too much.
Start telling him you busted. You gotta crush him.
No,
you gotta crush him. You gotta crush him.
Nah, that's a little
the real world's gonna crush him.
Nah, bro, you're busted. Those ain't muscles I see. That's fat, boy. You gotta crush him. You gotta crush him.
That's what he needs, like a brother or a cousin around. Because I can't.
Come send him out here. You give me 2 weeks with Nene. I got you. Send him over here.
Nah, don't send him to Dame. Dame would be like, nobody loves you.
I would never listen. I would never do that.
Kill yourself. Nobody loves you. That would be Damien.
But it wasn't. It was so unintentional. Like I meant well by it. I didn't realize. As moms, we're not like schooled on how
you were trying to give him confidence.
Latin moms be doing this shit.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a Hispanic
so
mom
guilty
thing.
of that. Yeah.
Why? Yeah, your mom was not like that.
My mom never did no shit like that.
She wasn't like, you're so handsome, my baby's so handsome.
Not constantly, not like a daily thing.
Wow.
Like, if I got dressed up or if it was picture day or something
right,
like that.
Right, yeah.
No, I did it all the time. Every time he danced, we would hype him up. You remember? Like he was always like the center of attention.
But I've seen so many moms be like, oh my God, look, my son is the best dancer. Oh my God, my son is the best. He's the smartest one in his class.
Got 2 left feet.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's the sweetest kid. Meanwhile, like, he's in a corner picking his nose and punching girls, like what the fuck up? Your kid is shit.
I think it has its pros and cons. It's just you got to find a balance, because I do think it does give them confidence in themselves, but you can be too confident as well.
But can I make him a narcissist? Like, what if he's like constantly looking for validation because I provided that to him?
No, because I think narcissists only care about themselves. He's a caring person. Before we get off the topic, I just want to make a minor correction. There is no medication for treating narcissism. Only treatment is therapy, but they do prescribe medication to narcissists for the symptoms of narcissism, like depression and mood swings and antipsychotics, shit like that. Yeah, so there isn't a medication treatment specifically for narcissism. Epstein file, Jane Doe has been exposed.
So I don't have too much to say about this. Well, let me rephrase that. I have a lot to say about this, but I think I just want us to play this video and let her speak for herself, and we can do a quick reaction. I think it's important to keep the Epstein files conversation going. I know it's hard. Sure. I know it's horrific. I know there's a lot of things on there most of us don't even want to fathom or talk about, but I think when you hear the victims and you actually hear a lot of them were not seeking attention, this is powerful. So we can play that clip.
Yeah, it's a little long, but it's heartfelt.
It's worth the one.
It's deep, and it's worth the listen. It'll give you a clear view of where she stands and where a lot of the women in her position are as well.
Along other survivors, hoping those who allow this to happen will be held accountable. I kept my identity protected as Jane Doe. I woke up one day with my name mentioned over 500 times. While rich and powerful remained protected by reduction, my name was exposed to the world. Now reporters from across the globe contact me. I cannot live without looking over my shoulder. I can only imagine the long-term impact this mistake will have on my life. I wanted to be a doctor when I was a kid. So I want to end this statement with a story. In 1800, the doctor named Ignaz Semmelweis discovered something life-saving. He realized that the doctors who were performing autopsies and then immediately delivering babies without washing their hand were carrying cadaverous particles, causing women die in agony. He had evidence, he had solution. He begged the medical establishment to wash their hands to save lives. But the doctors were offended. They found it easier to protect their own reputation and maintain the status quo than to admit they were the ones causing harms. They chose their pride over the life of women, and Dr. Semmelweis was ignored, ridiculed, and eventually cast out. I see the same patterns happening today with handling of these files. Releasing my name while redacting the name of other powerful is not a mistake, it's a choice. It's a choice to prioritize the comfort of an institution over the safety of the survivors. The evidence is right here, yet those in power rather us die socially, emotionally, and physically, than admit their own complicity. I am no longer a Jane Doe, hiding in the files. I'm a woman, I'm a fighter, and I'm a witness, and I'm begging you, please wash your hands.
You know, as time goes by, we become so desensitized to stuff on the news and the things that we hear, but few things enrage me more than this kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't have too much more to say about it because I'll be here for the rest of the podcast. But what do you guys think, real quick?
I want to know. She's been Jane Doe all these years. Who leaked her name?
Well, when
and how many Jane Does are there?
When Epstein files were released, they were supposed to redact the victims' names and identities on there. Instead, and they did some of that, but her name appeared 500 times in the files. Meanwhile, we have a bunch of abusers, people who are accused of horrific things, where they're way more protected. You know, some of the documents, even they went back and redacted after we already know who they were, including Donald Trump, right? His name has been mentioned over and over in there, but they made more of an effort to block a lot of the powerful people that Donald Trump has claimed to be protecting. It's the reason why Marjorie Taylor Greene kind of turned on him, according to her. So, yeah, yeah, they released the files and they did a terrible job, and I think it was very intentional. I don't think that was a mistake.
Agree.
Dang.
I think everything they do is intentional. That shit sucks.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't really have much to add to it. It's all disgusting, and I don't have great confidence that we'll get to the bottom of it in this administration.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, well, the fact that we know there's Epstein files, the fact that we know that there's abusers out there, the fact that we have Jane Does, which are actual victims. What is taking so long? What is taking so long? Why we have to put everybody?
Not only that, the fact that he campaigned on this.
Bro, I fucking can't. I can't. I feel like this is a whole weird ass movie that we're in, or fucking a weird ass dream that we can't wake out of. This cannot be, bro. Yeah.
The only way we're gonna get to the bottom of it is if we get out there, we vote, we take over the House, we take over the Senate, and flip this midterms around. And that is why they are so worried about.
Even that's a stretch, because they fucking with our votes right now.
Let me break some of this down. Just, for anybody tuning in, I know some of the people who tune in, they're not into politics as much, and some of the feedback that I've gotten is that they're learning, people are learning a lot by listening to this. So, if you learn something coming onto our podcast, I really love to hear that. So for those who aren't exactly familiar, let me kind of go over some of this. So usually this is typical every 10 years after, we have the US Census, they allow states to redraw voting districts in order to keep the population kind of balanced in each state for districts for Congress. And this is called redistricting. The system for this is supposed to have fair representation, but obviously what's happening is politicians are manipulating district lines to kind of, help their party, in elections. And this is called gerrymandering. For me personally, I want to get rid of gerrymandering completely. But at the same time, all of this has started happening. The Supreme Court went ahead and they gutted protections under the Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, making it harder to challenge discriminatory voting maps, in the court. So all they have to do is just say, this is about politics. This is about, balancing the state power or whatever. So like for Tennessee, I'll give an example. Tennessee is all red. If you look at the district map, it's completely red. And then the southwest part of Tennessee, Memphis, is blue. But that's primarily a African-American area, and it's heavily populated. So what do? They redraw the lines and they kind of split it up.
Let me just interject just for a little clarity. When we say redraw the lines, in this instance, what they will do is an area that is dominated by Democrats, they will redraw the lines so that it increases the Republicans in this area to outnumber the Democrats or to take away from the advantage so that they can gain more votes in that district.
Right. So if they split, let's say, Memphis, and I think they did it in 2, right? Or whatever. If they do that, then now half that district, is erased, or if not the whole district. We have people who represent certain districts that don't have districts anymore. Essentially, it's what they're able to do. Crazy. So And what's crazier in Louisiana, I don't know if you guys know this, and this is, I think, happening in a few other places, they already started voting. They started the early voting. And then the Supreme Court decision came down. And then the governor of Louisiana was like, wait, let's pause. Let's suspend the voting right now. So they suspended the voting, redrew the map to open it up again after the Supreme Court. So it's pretty obvious when you know that this is a racial
There's
thing.
a little bit more to it there too, because normally after the Supreme Court does its thing, there's usually a 32-day window before it actually gets put into action. But
Right.
the Supreme Court saw it necessary to make it immediate, which has only been done twice in our history. And what's going on in Tennessee right now, it's about to get crazy out there. They're in Memphis. They're taking to the streets. They're approaching these people, and they're not going to be protesting. It's going to get nasty out there. Like,
you saw what happened at the hearing in Tennessee, how everybody was kind of lined up and somebody was burning homeboy was burning the Confederate flag in there. And I do love to see that people are protesting and fighting, but I feel like we could have avoided being put in this position if everybody would have just went out there and voted. Right. But, we'll talk about that more. But I have a solution in my brain. I'm not an expert on this topic. So, just bear with me, but just some food for thought. So here's my solution. So I believe that elections, all of them, and this goes with, the presidential race as well. Forget the electoral college. It should all be just based on the popular vote. Every single one. So that way, every voter carries the same exact weight. I think for this in particular, districts should exist for local representation, but they should draw lines logically based on one population, geography, and shared community interests, but not political advantages, right? So, for example, we're going to use Tampa, right? So in Tampa Bay, we have we're obviously everywhere we have counties. So why not split it up by counties? So in other words, you take maybe Hillsborough and Pinellas County. Both districts, they're kind of connected, right? Economically, geographically, and just like Pasco and maybe Hernando County, would be the same thing, right? So because those communities share similar concerns, maybe we can carve that out and make that a district. I'm just giving an example here. So the state gets to vote, and whoever gets the most votes in a specific district can go to that district. But it's up to the state, not the district. If any of that makes any kind of sense. I believe if we did something like that, that would kind of it would end gerrymandering.
It'll reduce, yeah.
It would create.
It sounds like it eliminates the House of Representatives, though. I don't.
No, they would still exist. So let's say we'll use Tennessee. Tennessee has 9 districts, right? I think they said it has 9 districts. So we have a popular vote. Let's say it's 10 candidates, 12 candidates, or whatever. So you would argue, some people would argue and say, oh, well, most of the state is red, so it probably would end up being all red. Well, it's all freaking red anyway, right? But take like a state like Florida. If people vote in, what are the most popular areas? It's Tampa Bay area. It's, Orange County, Orlando. It's, Broward County, Fort Lauderdale, all of that area, West Palm Beach, all of that. Or West Palm Beach might be a little bit red. But the point I'm trying to make is the popular votes usually lie within the cities. We have all these rural areas all over the country that have so much voting power, even though they don't exceed, the population. It's not really what the population wants. They'll still get their red areas mostly, but I think if we did it this way, I think it would be a fair representation, and they won't be chopping up districts every 10 years or 3 years or whatever they're doing. It wouldn't exist. It would just be based off of the popular vote. So that's what I'm thinking. I know that might sound crazy, and obviously I'm just spitballing here. I don't have like a whole, like
I mean,
thing
I
written
wonder if
up.
somebody already, presented that idea and it probably got shut down.
I know a lot of Democrats right now are calling for a ban on gerrymandering if, of course, they win the election. Now, how much do they follow through on that if they, get the majority? Who knows? But it's something that smarter people can put that together, and I'm sure they can make that work. The system is failing.
You don't think so, Damien? If he did it that way?
Yeah. I don't know that I agree with that.
Why wouldn't you agree with a popular vote on Congress instead of doing it this way?
I agree on the popular vote.
It's not that I don't agree with the popular vote. I don't understand how you still have to have districts.
You still would have districts.
I mean, you still have districts.
I just said
for voting purposes.
You carve up the districts by counties that are closely aligned in proximity and economically. That's it. You just redraw the maps based off of that.
I don't think that would really change anything.
Of course, it would change things. So right now, Florida.
I'm just thinking about it. I'm just thinking about it in Florida, right? So when you look at the map, like it kind of goes that way already. You got Pinellas and Hillsborough County, which typically vote blue. You got Orange County and that surrounding area, and Seminole County, which typically votes blue. The same with Broward and Dade, and the same with Duval. And then you have, the center parts of the state and the panhandle that vote how they vote. It kind of all happens that way already.
And right now, those are the more populated areas of Florida. And right now, how many Democrats we have in the state?
8, I think.
Let's see.
Versus how many Republicans?
20 something.
Holy shit. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Wow.
Well, it sounds crazy, but
yeah. So 8? we have
Democrats versus 20. That's crazy.
It's a 20-8 split in favor of Republicans, and I would guarantee that if you looked at the state, as it is right now, I think if we just went on a popular vote, I don't think it would be 20-8. I think it would even out a lot more.
So you remember when Trump was campaigning and he was saying, trust me, it's going to be the greatest. 1 year in, your energy is going to be down 50%. The gas is going to be down 50%. 5-0, he says. 5-0, the big 5-0, 50%. Your electric bill and your gas is going to be down. Well, today he's singing a different tune.
About Americans' financial situation.
Mr. President, to what extent are Americans' financial situations motivating you to make a deal?
Not even a little bit. The only thing that matters when I'm talking about Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I don't think about Americans' financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing. We cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. That's all. That's the only thing that motivates.
This fucking guy.
This is the same guy that 6 months before we invaded Iran told us that they had no ability to get nuclear weapons.
You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.
Most of us did. Well, not most of us. A lot of us did.
Even the people who voted for him knew it.
Knew he was a snake. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, we're tired of all this winning, right? All this winning that he said we were going to be experiencing. I don't know. I know that this is making headlines, but does it surprise anybody? Like, if Donald Trump started blurting out the N-word, do you think any of us would really be surprised over it? With everything that he's done and everything that they're doing. I mean, he called a reporter a bitch the other day, and it's not even It's nobody's even talking about it. But he called a female reporter a bitch on the hot mic. They called him, and nothing.
Wow,
that should be headline news.
Not.
His name is all over the Epstein files. Should have been. I tell you this, Agnes, you might not remember this. Damien, I'm pretty sure you remember. Do you remember Howard Dean?
Yeah.
Who?
Howard Dean.
Howard
he was
Dean.
He was a Democrat. He was running for president. His momentum was strong. He was, really doing well, and then he had this rally, and he goes, yeah! He was like,
I remember that.
Here, we're gonna go there. Yeah, that sank his complete campaign sank because he sounded unhinged. And just juxtapose that to Donald Trump, and just tell me we didn't, we're not in the Twilight Zone.
Oh, it's out of control. It's so much, and it's so nonstop that I feel like we're becoming numb to the bullshit. It's just like, as 2 years ago, we were like, oh my God, now we're just like, what else?
I'm not
gonna get any worse.
I mean, I'm not shocked by the shit that he does, but I'm not.
No, it's not shocking at all, but
yeah,
it's just one of many examples of him just blatantly.
And it just doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Like how much more shit does he need to say or do for somebody to say
or
okay?
Not do.
Bro, facts. I'm so over this fucking Cheeto, bro.
Him and his son just grifted $59 million from Americans. So here, let's play a clip of where it started.
Hey, we're here to introduce Trump Mobile, making phones in America. It's about time we bring products back to our great country.
We're going to be having call centers for Trump Mobile in St. Louis, so we're keeping our data onshore.
We plan to build phones in America. All of our customer support is in America. A lot of people are getting ripped off, to say the least, because they don't pay attention to our cell phone plans. So I think we can do it better.
I think we can do it better, he says. They launched Trump Mobile just about a year ago. 590,000 people put a $100 deposit down, totaling $59 million. And up till now, it has not been reported that a single person has received a phone.
Yo.
They have pushed back the release date from one date to the next date to another date, till they got tired of pushing it back and just removed all mentions of phone being ever released off the website. They took down the you heard him mention the call center is going to be in the US and the phone is going to be made in America. They took that off the website because in all reality, the phone that they intended to use was just like a rebranded phone made in China. Then they put a message, and I'm going to read this verbatim off the website. They put a message on the website that says deposit purpose. A pre-order deposit provides only a conditional opportunity if Trump Mobile later elects in its sole discretion to offer the device for sale. A deposit is not a purchase, does not constitute acceptance of an order, does not create a contract for sale, does not transfer ownership or title interest, does not allocate or reserve specific inventory, and does not guarantee that a device will be produced or made available for purchase.
You knew
that's what the fuck they get.
I was a snake before you took me in.
Because the only people that bought this shit was a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
So good for them. Good for you, stupid asses. Good for you.
That's what the fuck y'all get. Stupid. For being fucking stupid. I want to know how much more he got to shit on people for people to just finally be like, okay, we can stop pretending like this guy is fucking awesome. And we all know he ain't shit. Like, when is it going to happen?
I would love for a reporter to ask Donald Trump and his response be,
Gotcha, bitch.
I don't know why it didn't play it right the first time, but yeah.
Bitch. Gotcha, bitch.
Yo, for real. Bro,
honestly, shit, hearing news like that, it tickles my balls. Just like this, Damien. Like
what?
Like, just it tickles.
I don't need
it tickles. It tickles the taint. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you guys know what a taint is, right?
The balls?
No, you don't know the taint. It's that little piece of skin between your ball sack and your asshole, or in your case, in your So it tickles. It tickles the taint.
I can't.
Like right now, I'm thinking about Trump supporters.
It does bring me some pleasure.
Yeah,
to know that they get
and just
too.
hold on, stop. Now you know, like you can like feel your toes like with your mind, right? Now feel your taint. Tell me you're not tickled. I'm tickled. I'm fucking tickled.
This guy, man.
Yo, I mean,
you know what, Dame?
Sure.
You know what it is, Dame?
You can't handle the truth.
That's what it is.
All right. Well, now that your taint is tickled, I can think of one other thing that would tickle you maybe elsewhere, and that would be,
damn, bro. Don't put AOC. Don't slander AOC with
that was not slander.
You would be
tickled. You would be tickled pink if she won president.
I'm already kind of pink. Anyway,
that's
AOC.
Thing, yo, if I ever heard one, Jesus Christ.
I fuck with AOC.
I need to take a sip before I go into this.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Let me
so I posted a video the other day about AOC with her conversation with David Axelrod. You guys saw that. And I had some colorful responses in the comments. And of course, some of the right-wing AOC haters just crawled out of their fucking caves, discovered the post because they're actively searching her because they're sick, so they can comment on videos to hate her.
Did you respond to them?
I responded a little bit, yeah, but here's kind of my response now. So, while you guys are losing money on Trump phones and my taint is being tickled, let me explain to you what tickles me even more, to Damien's point, is the fact that I think Republicans in general are losing the narrative in the conversation when it comes to politics. And they're typically winning the narrative. Even when Democrats win elections, Republicans seem to always have, you know, they're stronger with the message. So I think AOC should run for president. And I know Damien and I have spoken about it. I think, Damien, you'd rather see her go in the Senate. But here's my case why. I'll let you respond, Damien. You want to respond?
No, yeah. I think, you know, like we've discussed before, I think the timing may not. I could be wrong. In my opinion, I don't think the timing is right for her. But I do think she could benefit us greatly by moving into the Senate, and then from there on to presidential run.
Well, I disagree with that, and I guess I'll explain why. So if AOC, let's say she doesn't run for president and decides to go for the Senate, right? And let's say, and I think the timing would really dramatically hurt her. So let's say 2028 presidential race comes up, and she's in the Senate. She's in the Senate, and that's it, right? Fine, whatever. But here's the scenario. Let's say Chuck Schumer, who reports say that he's not going to run again for the Senate, but let's say he does, because some reports are just suggesting that he might. Whether he does or doesn't, if she loses that race, politically, she's in a terrible position. She cannot afford to lose that. And Chuck Schumer is one of those guys that just, he's like a fucking zombie. He just always seems to I feel like he's been in the Senate half my life, right? I just feel like he's just always there. But let's say she beats Chuck Schumer.
1999.
Okay, since 1999. So think about that. So yeah, about half my life pretty much. But anyway, let's say she does run and she beats Chuck Schumer, or Chuck Schumer doesn't run and she wins the Senate, right? Let's put the positive spin. She's in the Senate. Then we're talking about 10 years from now before she's going to be able to run for president. The more likelihood, because if a Democrat wins in 2028 and then they go for a second term, she's not going to challenge them in a second term. So we won't have an election again until 2036. By that time, I don't think she's going to be the hot young thing anymore. As far as, the political power she's going to have, she'll be approaching her 50s.
She'll still be very young.
Right. She'll be approaching her 50s she'll be approaching her 50s, but she's not tapping into that super young vote anymore. And I think also we need her fresh ideas now. We need a progressive movement now, because everybody is so sick of the establishment, right? So I think we need that. Now, let me just break down some of the other reasons why. Right now, her political strength is almost hard to ignore. It's impossible to ignore. So recent data shows as of March 2026, she has raised over $27.7 million for the 2026 cycle that she's on for her seat. And it's a non-competitive race. She has no real challengers to that, and she's already raised that much. So she's barely even trying. She's a fundraising machine. End of story. Most of the donations that she receives are small donations as well. Her average is $16 per donation. So at $16 per donation, raising $27 million in a non-competitive seat, that says a lot. Very grassroots. Reminds me of Bernie Sanders, but you know who else it reminds me of? Somebody who was president not too long ago?
Barack Hussein Obama.
Barack Hussein Obama. So she also benefits from strong polling. So, and not just with minorities and progressives and women, but in the Atlas Intel, it's the most reliable poll that we have right now. It accurately predicted the 2020 and the 2024 election. They have her polling at 26%. She's higher than Gavin Newsom, higher than Kamala Harris, higher than Pete Buttigieg. She's leading the pack. She's leapfrogged all of them.
She's got Buttigieg is still a thing?
He's actually number 2.
Oh, God.
Yep.
We're doomed.
So she's got clear support from Bernie Sanders, clear support from the progressive wing. And by the way, the mainstream media is dying. We all acknowledge that. We know that independent media is skyrocketing. So that right wing, that center right wing message that you see doesn't have the staying power that it used to have. So yeah, I think AOC is a choice. I have a few more tidbits on that, but what do you guys think from what I'm saying so far?
The only question I would have that would persuade me one way or the other, not persuade me, but my opinion of now or later, would be how she's polling with Black women.
That would actually have to be something that we need to talk about. But what other candidate do you think would poll better with Black women?
No, I can't even. I don't know. Like I'm disappointed that we don't have the candidates to talk about already. That's kind of my issue with the party.
But we do, and it's her, and it's clearly her.
Fine. The fact that Buttigieg is number 2 is a huge problem.
I think the reason why you feel that way, it's because it's not because Buttigieg is doing anything great. It's because Gavin Newsom has dropped. A lot of people are seeing past a lot of his inflammatory stuff that he's saying. They're looking at his support for, Israel, and his popularity is just plummeting because of that. AOC has the right message on almost every single issue, including issues involving Black women. She just does. Better than Kamala, better than Buttigieg, better than Newsom. Pretty Bernie-esque like, except she's not 100 years old. No offense to Bernie. I love Bernie. I'd vote for Bernie any day of the week, but he's just not in the running, and that's just what it is. His protege is who? It's AOC. It's pretty clear. So I want to add another thing to this. Stephen A. Smith. You remember last week we spoke about Stephen A. Smith and how he thinks that Democrats should vote or Black people should vote for a Republican at least once. You guys remember that, right? So here's this is where I think this connects, right? So, and it's funny you brought up the Black women thing. So instead of making the case for Black and brown people to say the Democrats aren't doing enough for us, let's go ahead and keep looking at the center or keep looking at the right wing. That's something that we always do. Donald Trump received more Black and brown votes for the Republican side this last election than any Republican in recent memory. And look at what it's got. Look at what it's got us, right? So instead of continuously keep looking towards the right-hand side, why don't we look to the left of where the Democrat Party usually lands? Why don't we look at the progressives? And it's clear that in the polling, early on at least, AOC, who's on the left of that, seems to be leading that. And I know a lot of people in the comments who might see this and might get upset, be like, oh no, she's terrible. She's not. I guarantee 90% of those people have never listened to her, talk about her policies and her common sense solutions to the problems that we have in this country.
Bueno.
The thing that kills me with shit that Stephen A. Smith says is that racism isn't a feature of right-wing politics. Racism is their platform. It is their platform. So this idea that anybody should ever stop looking at Democrats have earned the right to ask for the African-American and Latin American vote. They've earned it. Well, a lot of the policies, is it perfect? No, we got to keep pushing them to do the right thing. But the key to doing that, and this is my analogy right here, the key to doing that is to stop making the same mistake. So if planet Earth was on fucking fire right now, right, and the trees were burning up and we were all burning up, the solution wouldn't be to go closer to the sun, would it?
No.
So that's my thought. Why would we continuously keep going to the center or to the right when all they do is fuck us over anyway?
It's $1 million question.
I'm with you 100% on everything. I just think about the people who aren't with you 100% and how they
a lot of people
would view it. And I just wonder who would be that person that could sway the middle.
Well, she's now number one in the polling. So clearly there's a lot of people who support her. Maybe 2-3 years ago when the conversation came up, you had your point. But she is gaining national recognition. She is becoming popular. Look at also, who did she support in the New York race?
Popular.
Who did she support? She supported Zoran Mamdani, right?
Yeah.
You tell me that guy isn't the darling of the Democratic Party right now. Tell me what he's doing in New York is unprecedented.
That's kind of my point. Because as much as she's been doing, and as much as she supported him, and as much as she is ahead in the polls or top of the polls, if he was born in America, he would beat her easily.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Hands down, bro.
I don't know if that's true
or
not.
Are you sleeping on AOC, bro?
I'm not. I am not. I'm not. I don't have a problem with AOC. I think have problems with her.
You're not giving her the credit she deserves. Or you
I am. It's not about her. It's what I'm saying. It's the fact that she's a woman. It's the fact that she's Hispanic. I think there are people that, regardless of her policies and how she would benefit them, may not vote for her.
Just based on her being a woman, a Latin woman.
And guess what? I don't think that that's as big of a factor as
Agreed.
it once was.
I agree.
I think we're in a situation right now.
I think that'll benefit her, if anything.
You think in the last 2 years that's made a considerable shift?
I think what Donald Trump and the Republicans have done between the Epstein files, between the war in Iran, between the gerrymandering, I think that is less of a factor than it's been in any of our lifetimes.
Okay. I hope you're right.
And I mean, even if I'm wrong, the policies is what matters. And if Zora Mamdani's policies, which I know we're going to cover, are working for New Yorkers, if already he's able to take might as well talk about it now, but a $12 billion deficit and zero that shit out, then we're talking about the policies here. She follows the same progressive way of thinking. But we can talk about Mamdani now. But I just think it's about the policies. And I think
it should be. It should be.
It should be. And she could run on that. She can run on that. I think she can run on that. And I think she can win on that. I think it's the right message. Listen, Kamala Harris should have beat Donald Trump, but she only had what? I think 4 months to campaign, 3-4 months to campaign. And she came within 2 percentage points or a little bit less than that of winning.
Yeah.
So Hillary Clinton.
Also, I think the part of that story that needs to be focused on is the amount of people that stayed home and didn't vote because of her.
Yeah, that's definitely some of it. But again, and AOC will go through this without a doubt. She's going to go through the smearing. She talked about it in that one clip against what David Axelrod.
I think she's better equipped to handle it than Harris was. Harris just shied away. She was too timid. She was too worried about her perception.
She was too connected to Joe Biden,
and she wouldn't pull that plug, and that killed her.
Wow, great choice of words there. Pull that plug, with Joe Biden, like he was on life support or whatever. Anyway,
her presidency was on life support, and she couldn't disconnect from the person that was draining her energy.
Right. And I believe that the referendum on Kamala Harris was Joe Biden and how people disapproved of Joe Biden towards the end of his presidency. So I think the fact that she didn't separate herself is why people stayed home. Sure, there was sexism and racism. Absolutely. But there is in every election. I think AOC could win on the message. But I want to get to Mamdani here real quick. Let's play this clip. And he just recently released. Great news.
It's executive budget season, and I'm proud to announce that our city's budget is fully balanced. This budget isn't just about numbers on a page. It determines if our libraries get funded, if a street is safe to cross, if snow is actually shoveled after a storm. And you deserve to know exactly how we got here. We inherited a $12 billion budget deficit.
We are speaking about a fiscal crisis at the scale greater than the Great Recession.
Was the Great Recession? Great Recession. Many said the only way out of this was slashing services and passing an austerity budget. We rejected that. After months of painstaking work, that deficit is now zero. Our city is now on firm financial ground. We achieved this in 2 major ways: increasing revenue and support from Albany and cutting waste and finding savings here in New York City. Thanks to Governor Hochul, State Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins, Assembly Speaker Carl Hastie, and months of organizing from New Yorkers, we tax the rich. That tax alone will raise $500 million per year. And that's not all. Thanks to Governor Hochul and our partners in Albany, we finally got a better deal for New York City. We're getting billions more from the state to help tackle the gap. At the same time, we've been poring over the city budget to identify savings. We reduced unnecessary overtime and found smarter ways for government to deliver services. This all added up to $1.77 billion in total savings. Our budget isn't just about closing deficits. It's about building a city New Yorkers can actually afford. On day 8 of our administration, we announced a historic partnership with Governor Hochul to finally deliver universal childcare. That's $1.2 billion in new funding from Albany. And this was just the beginning. Investments in citywide trash containerization, cheaper groceries, safer streets, relief for taxi drivers are all on the way. And we're increasing funding for libraries, parks, and cultural institutions. I promise to make sure you were part of this budget process every step of the way. This is your city. These are your tax dollars, and this budget should reflect your priorities. We're proud to put forward a budget for the working people of this city, and we're going to do it again next year, and next year, and next year, and next year.
So that's my guy right there. But really and truly, I mean, that's the progressive. If you listen to people like Stupid A. Smith and a lot of the right wingers,
Stupid A. Smith,
they were.
I like that.
They were saying shit like Zoran Mamdani is going to drive out, you know, the billionaires and the people who make the city run. And he hasn't. They're still fucking there. He taxed them and he balanced the deficit, and then he turned around and he didn't cut any services. Now, compare that to Donald Trump in 12 months of being president. Donald Trump, the debt, he's raised it by $7.8 trillion. And he's gutted, I don't know how many services, how many departments, how many institutions. I don't know. It was Donald Trump who did that in 132 days. Zoran Mamdani has been here for what? When did he get
January 1st.
January 1st. So yeah. So just comparing it, I know it's, you know, comparing apples and oranges, but really it's about the policies. It's about investing back in people. I think AOC represents that in the national stage.
I would not disagree with you there.
Anyway, that's my plug for AOC. So,
Team
You're
AOC.
gonna be her you're gonna be her campaign leader in
I fuck with her.
Let me tell you, if she
my
runs,
daughters love her.
if she runs, I'm volunteering.
I like it. I like it.
Period. As you should.
I got to. She's from the Bronx and Puerto Rican.
Oh Lord.
I gotta represent.
All right. So speaking about black and brown people, this fucking dickwad might have his day coming to him.
Have you guys ever watched some of his videos?
I'm familiar. It's only but
I don't know who this guy is. I'm about to Google him.
He goes into predominantly black neighborhoods and just walks around streaming live, taunting black people with a gun in his pocket. And
why?
Because that's what he wants. He wants to. He calls them, uses racial slurs, and
he's a black person.
He's a white person.
He's a white person.
He provokes black people to try to get him to do something so he could either shoot them or get them arrested. So he'll come out and he'll say the craziest shit, hoping that somebody steps to him so he can shoot him or, you know, get him.
Has he been successful?
He's never been successful as far as having something like that happen, but he got what he was fucking asking for.
Linus Chud, the builder, is facing attempted murder charges.
Investigators say a fight outside the Montgomery County Courthouse this week led to gunfire. Let's go to News 2's Jaxie Pigeon. She's live in Clarksville. And Jaxie, you have new information following this shooting.
Mark and Nikel, this all unfolded outside the courthouse on Wednesday, and now investigators are working to determine what sparked it. So deputies and Clarksville police responded to Millennium Plaza around 1 o'clock yesterday after reports of shots fired. When they got there, they detained two men who they say had been fighting before things escalated. Both were taken to the hospital with gunshot wounds and are expected to survive. Authorities identified one of the men as 28-year-old Dalton Etherly, who goes by Chud the Builder online. He's known locally for live streaming confrontations and making racist comments in public. He's now charged with criminal attempted murder, aggravated assault, reckless endangerment, and employing a firearm during a dangerous felony. Etherly remains in the Montgomery County Jail this morning, awaiting arraignment where a judge will set bond. In a statement, Montgomery County Sheriff John Fuson says, quote, "It's unfortunate that incidents like this are happening in our community. This kind of violence won't be tolerated, and our office will work to make sure those responsible are held accountable to the fullest extent of the law.
So I hope that he gets fully charged and he ends up getting what he deserves, because he's a stupid fucking inbred who deserves to get his knees scraped up and his colon fucking extended. That's what I fucking feel. So.
I agree.
Well, last
His
I
fucking
saw,
little mustache, bro.
I think he might be remanded.
This is the shit. This is a product of Trump being in office.
Yeah.
This
I think it's the other way around.
Let me tell you, it's the bravery for me. It's the we have somebody that speaks his mind and says what he want to say, and we just been holding it in all this time, and now we just want to express it. So now we got this fucking fool with his little stupid ass mustache walking around the neighborhoods antagonizing people on purpose of color so that he has a reason to harm them. I hope he's in a cell with nothing but black people so they can whoop his ass every motherfucking day there.
I hope he's in a cell with somebody named Big D who loves glizzies and just, yeah.
I can't.
If I'm not mistaken,
words for me.
Oh my God, I get it now. I said Big D, like D for Damien. No, I didn't mean that.
Yeah, okay. So, for those that follow this clown and think that you're exercising your First Amendment freedom of speech, the freedom of speech don't protect you from getting your ass whooped. Like
First and Second Amendment.
Right, and the right to bear
No,
arms.
he's terrorizing people.
That's what that
but
is.
He goes around thinking, calling people racial slurs, saying it's his freedom of speech. Like, that's not how the First Amendment works. And
no one's whooped his ass because he carries a gun.
Yeah. So, well, he also got shot, I believe. I don't know if he shot himself in the arm or the other dude shot him or something like that. But both people were transported to the hospital with wounds.
I mean, he looked okay from, the video clip or whatever.
Yeah, it's probably like a fucking...
Yeah,
smash.
But I think, like, hopefully, if in the near future, hopefully we can set up some laws to... I know some people think it's a violation of the First Amendment, violation of the Second Amendment, but we got to create laws to protect them better by not allowing people like him to ruin it for everyone else. I think that's where we miss a lot of the conversation, right? So, are you allowed in this country to deny the Holocaust or, curse somebody out based on their race or religion or whatever? Sure, you can do all of that stuff, right? Is there a lot of Islamophobia and they're going after, anyone who's Muslim? Yeah, people are allowed to do it because of the First Amendment, but I think there should be guardrails. I don't think you should be able to just spew hate speech and start provoking people and spreading that kind of propaganda. I think we need to protect the First Amendment better by disallowing some of that stuff. Same thing with the Second Amendment. If you want to have a gun, fine, but should you be able to walk around with an AR-15, inside a mall or in a public park? I don't think you should be allowed to.
Well, I think people get confused by the First Amendment. They just hear freedom of speech and they think that's the end of it. It's protecting you from the government, not everybody else. And within the freedom of speech, you have the right to express your thoughts and ideas, but you don't have the right to incite violence.
In Trump's America, though,
or threaten people. So
you're kind of allowed.
That's not protected under the First Amendment. So.
Right. You kind of are protected if you're on that side of the aisle. Obviously, January 6th proved a lot of that, right? You can not only verbally say things, but actually act out the violence, and you might get a pardon. But some of them, I think what a lot of them are starting to discover is that Trump doesn't really care about them. He used those people to get elected.
He's a narcissist, so by definition, he don't give a fuck about them.
Right. He doesn't give a shit about any of them. In fact, I've read that he actually looks down on, like, you know, redneck Southerners or, you know, these hillbilly
he
boys.
looks fucking down on everyone.
You know what it is? One of the people in the comments section about AOC was talking about like New Yorkers. Bitch, Donald Trump is a New Yorker, and he thinks your fucking hokey ass is stupid too. He doesn't care about you. He's a fucking New Yorker. We recognize that he's the worst of us, you know, of New Yorkers. We recognize that. Your fucking dumbass doesn't recognize a con artist because you're stupid. So anyway, sorry, I had to address that asshole. Sorry, you come to this podcast, I'm gonna call you out if you're gonna leave some stupid ass comments.
Word. All right, well, normally I wouldn't do this, but I think it's required here to break the fourth wall. This is yeah.
Okay, so what's happening? What's happening?
I feel like wait. No. I feel like this, like, we need a celebration. Like we need something to I just maybe applause. Okay, just something to just represent the good news here. Okay. All right. Go ahead now, Damien. He's breaking the fourth wall. Let's see.
Oh, the good news was me breaking the fourth wall? That was the news?
That's the good news. I don't know what you're gonna say.
Oh, well, today, as we are recording, is May the 14th. And in about 30 minutes or so, we'll be getting a project by Drake. And for those of you who have been following, last night there was a leak of a song called 1 a.m. in Albany, which, if you're a Drake fan, you know he always does these timestamps. And when he does these timestamps, it's usually going at somebody pretty hard. So while we were recording, he went live on YouTube, and I checked the stream out for a second while we took a break. I don't know if it's his album that he's playing, but he had over 400,000 people streaming live on his YouTube while we sitting here staring at the three of us. But who's looking forward to the Iceman?
Jew, he's so excited about it.
Golly.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. I don't even know why we're covering this. That's me.
All right.
But
so none of us
don't
are.
we have a little bit of a leak so that we have an idea what's happening?
Yeah. You know, I almost feel like taking a leak for this segment, but yeah.
Well, all right. In fairness, you know, in our journalistic integrity, I laughed at myself. Sorry. None of us here are really big Drake fans, but we all love hip hop, and we're all aware of Drake's presence in the industry and what happened, you know, 2 years ago with him and Kendrick battle. This is his first release since then. So there's a lot of anticipation of what he's going to say, who he's going to go at, and is the album going to be any good? Because the music he's been putting out prior to now hasn't been up to the standard that he set for himself before. So there's a lot riding on this Iceman.
Why don't he just go back to, I don't know, rapping about girls and shit? And I as far as I'm concerned, his battle rap days should be over.
I wouldn't disagree, but that's not going to stop him from addressing people, from, you know, putting disses in his songs.
I'm sure it's lucrative.
I don't know what's lucrative. He's not only has he been in a battle with Kendrick, he's been in a battle with his own record label. He has sued them. He's been to court over and over and over again. So
didn't he threaten to sue Kendrick for the diss?
Well, he did. That got thrown out then he sued his record label, basically because they somehow is distributed through the same. I think they both distributed through Universal. Don't hold me to it. I don't know. But so the same people that were behind Drake were also pushing Kendrick's album, and Drake accused them of botting his streams, boosting his sales, and making it look like it was bigger than it was. That was a big part of the lawsuit. So his own record label's not even happy with him. So it's going to be real interesting to see what the numbers are. Does he hit his normal numbers?
I think he will, out of curiosity. I think people are gonna listen out of curiosity.
I think you're right.
More than anything.
All the Kendrick fans are gonna listen, of course. All the Drake fans are gonna listen, and anyone who wants to cover it will listen. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna do well.
So I heard 1 a.m. in Albany. I did my best to get the lyrics down. I mean, this is off of like 1 or 2 listens. Didn't have a lot of time today to really get into it, but
let me just stop you real quick. With all the genius fucking MCs in history, the first lyrical breakdown we're gonna do is fucking Drake. I'm just saying, what the fuck is happening? Go ahead.
It's the moment we're in, bro. It's not about the quality of the artist or the song. It's just the moment we're in and the anticipation. What is he finally gonna fucking say? That's more what the assessment is about than it is of his ability.
Can you do me a favor when you start reading off the lyrics? Can we just play this music?
Oh my god.
Can you like spit his lyrics to that?
No, I don't think my ADD is gonna allow me to do that.
All right. Well, let's see it, Dean. Let's see what you got.
So are y'all like? I'm just curious. Like, I again, none of us are the biggest fans, but with all of the beefs he had, like, not the least bit, just kind of curious, like the shots that he threw at some of these people that he has been speaking about over the last 2 years.
I'm not, because I don't feel like I just don't feel like I feel like the battle is over. I just feel like it's over, and I feel, and any shots that he throws at anyone else, to me, it's just an attention grab. It doesn't.
Well, it's not solely about Kendrick. It's not solely about Kendrick, because but you referenced the battle. There's more to it. There were a lot of people that he considered friends, people that he assisted, that switched on him and took Kendrick's side. And
I guess I just don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Like, of course you take.
This shit is like a novella. No lie. This is real catty.
Yeah, but it's like once you kill the villain,
you don't care. Let's just hear.
Once you, thank you, Agnes. Once you kill the villain, in a movie, like, we stop talking about the villain. Like, we fucking move on. Now, what else is the hero gonna do?
It's like at the end of Scooby-Doo. It's like, you pesky kids, I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you pesky kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, okay. All right. Thanks a lot. And there's fucking Velma down here and Shaggy. Okay, let's go.
Oh God. All right. So it starts off. Put the jacket on anybody. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm hearing myself too loud. Put the jacket on anybody, your funeral bound. But like the goalpost, I'm out here just moving around. That's pretty straightforward. They say conclusions withdrawn. I'm in super denial. What is a loss? I'll be damned, but I go to go skating things up in Lucian's house. Lucian is in the record label. Yeah, it's trash so far. I'm in the battlefield, really putting boots on the ground. a boost to CBO sales and the lies that you tell. If Drake, now here's the first diss that I caught. If Drake took out the AK, maybe he'd be in jail just based off the name that it spells. Drake, take out the AK, leaves DRE. Dre. What they say they smell. I heard they got special places in hell. So niggas joking about evil when they did it themselves. Damn. What y'all thought I was done? Y'all forgot what I've done. Y'all forgot about Drake. Y'all forgot. So this is a play on Drake's lyrics. Forgot about Dre.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all forgot where I'm from. Y'all forgot I gave you a hand, one of two. Convenient amnesia for all you ballerinas. It doesn't alter what you said. I had to make us see you. So the ballerinas is, again, people just, when you think of a ballerina, you know, they're on the toes and just spinning in place. So it basically reference people that, you know, just stopped on a dime and spun on them, turned on them. Where we go? Ballerina. I shouldn't even be shocked to see you in that arena because you always made a career off of switching the teams up. So that's a shot at LeBron James. Him and LeBron were good friends, but when Kendrick threw, he had a pop-up at the arena in LA and was also shooting a video for one of the diss songs. And he made it a whole thing with Bloods and Crips getting together. Like, it was real big for the city. LeBron showed up to it and it was in the arena. And LeBron's also known for moving from team to team, chasing NBA championships.
LeBron got no loyalty. And especially to Drake. Like, bro, you lost, bro. Like, you lost. Like, I mean, LeBron, I don't like it in basketball, but LeBron would rather play for the winning team.
Well, that's what he did here.
Yeah. No surprise.
I never got a copy of the newest rules. Apparently, the title of the book is called Fooling Fools. Y'all was riding on the summer, pedal bars going number one, and yet y'all trying to tell me who's winning who. I could just think of that. There's one of one of Kendrick's videos is with him riding a bike with someone on the handlebars. That's the only reference I could think of. Comb through the hair before you cut me for a new recruit. Before you say toodaloo off of that shit, keep popping up on Google News. Ain't been in the cage since I flew the coop. I don't know if that was a Puffy diss, but I don't know where he was going with that.
Not the eyes closed.
I was on post and air. Some of this I might have wrong. This is just how I heard it, me putting it down and then trying to make sense out of it. So don't kill me again. This is day of 1 or 2 listens. It's the best I could do at the time that I had. I was on post and air with my mama numbers started going through the roof. Bentley with the feet inside the wings like whoop-de-whoop. Spinning downtown like hula hoops.
I can't.
Is it the fair skin or the Jewish roots? Why people want to see me on top of the mountain like I do the dudes? You know, the Brokeback Mountain, do the dudes. Damn. And fuck a Billboard #1 and whoop-de-doo. They rigging the game because you fighting the biggest artist. They trying to have me stuck in position like rigor mortis. Turn my back on you just to give you the biggest target. I kind of like that line. They only know the name in the bigger. They only know your name in the bigger markets, never in the little markets, B markets, C markets. I didn't get that. Markets are the nosy markets. We at the flea market. That's cold in the 6. Means chances are you taking a plea bargain. That one went over my head. You belong in a pack with some rats like Dean Martin, me, Wayne, and MAGA, 3 amigos. I'm Steve Martin. I swear I'm going loony over to him like the Green Martian. So please stop. Memories of where we used to live, but truth be told, I can't even see the block. It's blocked by the treetops. Please stop asking. Please stop asking about what's going on with 23andMe. I'm a real nigga and he's not. It's in my DNA. I could have fell back like the married. Okay, I could have fell back like the married rapper, but we engaged. I told y'all I'm settled in my evil ways. So that's a shot at LeBron. Julian sleeping. That's a shot at LeBron and a shot at
I'm mad that he said whoop-de-woo twice. Like, bro. The fuck?
Damn.
So the 23andMe obviously is a shot at LeBron because he wears 23, and the married rapper has to be J. Cole, who wouldn't engage.
Damn. Can we stop?
Yeah.
This is painful.
We can stop. Yeah.
Like, just stop. Like, there's no point in it. Like,
I think he don't like that he lost.
It's like if
he's a crybaby for sure.
Like let's say both of you. I'll put you in a scenario. Let's say you get into a fight with someone, right? And you beat the shit out of them, right? They're busted up. They're on the floor. They're fucked up, right? And then as you're walking away, they wake up from being knocked the fuck out, and they say, "Bitch." You're not gonna care. You're just gonna keep going, unless you want to just say, "Did you call me a bitch?" and stomp him out again. Like he's done. Like he's done. Like honestly, his career in my mind should be over at this point. He has nothing else to offer.
I don't think it would be over if he was just accepting of his loss and just make music just to make music.
Just go back to like making dance music and shit. You know what he should do? He should team up with Will Smith and Kanye West, and they should start a fucking trio.
No. I just hope this is not the whole album. This was expected. Everyone knew we were going to get this, right? This is not a surprise.
But it hit hard.
And it sucked.
Not really, but emotionally, message got across. There's even a Joe Budden in here.
Now,
bro, if you're gonna invite, or he there was a shot on Dre there too, right?
Yeah.
So
Dre, there's been some nasty accusations against Dr. Dre.
Well, Dre also has his connections with Kendrick as well, right?
So that's the
So here's my thing: you're dissing LeBron James. Okay, fine, LeBron James. Whatever. Everybody disses him. But now you're dissing Dr. Dre. Think about all the people that Dr. Dre is connected to and his place in hip hop. Does Drake really want that shit? Does he want 50 and Eminem fucking losing their shit on him and Kendrick? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like go back to Nickelodeon and just chill. Like, chill the fuck out.
I think he would be more respected if he just moved on. It's like you ever fought somebody and lost a fight, and then you're just like, let's fight again because I don't like that I lost. And you fight again and you put your all into it, and you get fucked up again. Like,
That's never happened to me.
No, I've been on the opposite side of that. And it kind of Julie reminded me of that. I had this kid run up on me because I cut him in a water fountain line. And he didn't like it. And the whole bus ride, he's barking. And he gets off on the stop before me. And by this time, we going at it. So I try to get off on his bus stop to fight him. And my bus driver wouldn't let me off his stop. So I get off my stop and I run down the street to his stop. The whole fucking bus is like waiting there already. Beat the shit out of the dude. The next day, he doesn't come to school. I get off the bus at my bus stop after school. He's at my bus stop. I'm like,
because he wants to fight you again because he don't like
he
that
wanted it again. I beat the shit out of him again, right? He doesn't come to school for a week. Whatever day it was, I get off the bus again, and he's at my fucking bus stop again. I was like, all right, I tried to walk past him. He snuffed me. So I just had to duff him out again. But like at this point, I'm like, I didn't want to fight the dude anymore.
Can you stop? Can you
Like, it was pestering me. I was like, yo.
Accept the fact that you lost and that's it. And you would be much, let's just be friends. Like you would be much
all of that to say he was Drake.
So this cannot just be because men get like pregnancy symptoms too. So I don't know if you've ever heard the term "we're pregnant" because it's literally a we thing. So I know you guys have had like some type of pregnancy craving that you saw and you thought was disgusting, but you tried it and you were like, "Oh shit, this is low key fire." I'm gonna tell you mine because it's mad off the wall. I don't even think it's that bad. And it was my mom who put me on. It's cucumber, like cut up in slices, with cream cheese and everything bagel seasoning.
That doesn't sound bad.
It is fire. Like I just never thought to put cucumber and cream cheese when I was pregnant. I mean, it's a thing now because you see it in sushis and shit, but bomb. I'll have it for a snack any day now.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
It's bomb. I tried.
When I was a kid, my mom used to give me celery with cream cheese in the middle, the groove part, and then put raisins in the cream cheese. Yeah, that's
raisins? I don't know about that. That sounds crazy.
That fire.
Really?
Yes. It sounds crazy.
Celery, cream cheese, and raisins.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try.
Some people will put peanut butter in the middle of it.
I've seen that.
I'm not big on peanut butter, but yeah, try it.
You?
But
bananas.
As far as
there has to be something crazy, something that you wouldn't really put together.
Frankfurters.
I definitely had.
No, I don't have a pregnancy food link with Tanisha, but when she was pregnant, I gained weight for sure, and so I definitely gained weight, and I have some weird little combos too. So I think we talked about this one time, Dane, but I like to make Frito sandwiches. So
we never talked about that.
Yeah, no, I think we talked about it in the last podcast.
Wait, no, I never heard this. Frito sandwiches? How?
Yeah, so it's just you just take bread and you put some Frito chips on it, corn chips, and you just squeeze it in, and that's it.
No mayo, dry.
Oh, I don't.
No butter.
Mayo is fucking disgusting. Mayo's like fucking like.
But you eat a dry sandwich like that, like nothing.
Yeah, that sounds dry as hell.
That's
how you're gonna be eating that, bitch.
When you have something with texture and crunch, it's okay for it to be dry. When you eat fucking potato chips, do you need to always dip it into something?
But you're eating it by itself. You're not mixing it with bread.
But bread has natural moisture. It's moist.
You need that sandwich needs something, bro.
Okay, so y'all put fucking mayonnaise or cream cheese or whatever the hell y'all want on it, but the Frito sandwich, I like my Frito.
Just bread and Fritos. Just bread and Fritos. No cheese,
bro.
Just bread and Fritos. And you know what else I do it with? Captain Crunch cereal.
Oh my god, yo, you have no respect for your gums.
This is a dude talking about gumming the bananas last week. So I'm throwing that out. I think it's subconscious with you, but and then he gets mad when I'm like,
Captain Crunch is like a bowl of rocks. Like you can't eat dry Captain Crunch without scarring up your fucking mouth.
Roof of your
shit fucks your mouth. You got to let that shit sit in the milk for a minute.
So you eat Captain Crunch in a sandwich?
You eat that shit on bread.
Wait a minute.
What the hell?
Damien, have you never fucking eaten like trail mix before?
Bro, you over here with these prison sandwiches miss me with it all.
Oh, hold on. There is a hold on.
No. Why is it that this guy could bring up celery and fucking raisins? And then I don't judge him or nothing. And then I say, a Frito fucking sandwich, and it's like, yo, you fucked it up your gums and you know, like
that shit is that wild that you be saying.
It sounds dry as shit though, dude. I mean, come on.
Bread dry.
And Fritos
dry,
and
but we
bread
eat
and
dry
Captain
shit.
Crunch.
People eat dry stuff all the time.
Bro, no.
You don't eat peanuts? You don't eat peanuts? You don't eat cashews or
with
almonds?
a bottle of water next to me.
Not on bread. What are you talking about?
Okay, so how do you know I don't have a glass like a beverage?
Why do you want to mix the
two of them with that dry ass sandwich?
I can understand if you took Fritos and like dipped it in cream cheese or something, or sour cream.
I think you guys want me to say. I think you guys want me to say like, I take a slice. I slice a baguette in half, and I put the Fritos on top, and I pair it with a red wine. Like, what? Like, stop, bro. Like,
wait, hold on. When we talk about prison food, I don't know what it's called, but it's fucking fire. It's literally ramen noodle. Like they.
Oh please. Oh God.
What is it called? Do you know what it's called? I want to say it starts with a G. But this shit is so good. My brother
tries to serve me this shit like.
Have you tried it? Have you tried it?
I refuse to because I'm free. I'm free.
Bro.
You free?
Munchies.
I'm free. I'm not in prison. I don't have to eat like that.
Oh.
But you could just taste it and say you taste it. Let me just tell you what it is. It's ramen, like soft ramen, but not soft where you make a soup out of it, where you kind of lay it open.
They pour the broth out.
There's no broth, but they use the water to soften it. Then they use the seasoning to kind of like give it some flavor. Mayo, no, they put mayo first, then the seasoning. Then they crunch up Cheetos. Fritos, all there, and then they cut up little pieces of Slim Jim and they sprinkle it. Bro, this shit is so fire. Just try it one day. I saw it, and it looked gross. But when you try it,
you guys
my
know
brother does it with tuna fish. I refuse.
You guys know that Prodigy. Before Prodigy died, he had a book that he wrote, right?
Yeah, from prison food. Yeah,
it's called Commissary Kitchen, and it's like it's food that he learned how to make in prison, and he has all the recipes and shit in there.
Yeah.
So, I think a Frito sandwich is a good.
I'm gonna make it, and you can just take a bite out of it. I don't do it with tuna fish.
You ask him how many times he's tried to get me to eat that shit. I refuse.
What is one bite gonna do to you? You just taste it.
It's a psychological thing. Like
why?
I don't because I am free, and so is
what
he.
What the fuck does that have to do? Let me tell you something. Hold on a second, Damien.
Listen,
avocado sandwiches. Hold on. Let me say what I'm gonna say. Avocado sandwiches is a poor people food. So now you can't have avocado on the toast because you're not poor, because you're good. So you're not gonna refuse to eat poor people food because you're good.
No,
that's what you're saying.
That's not what I'm saying. That's
You're
not
saying
what I'm saying.
free. I'm free, so I'm not gonna eat prison food because I'm free. I'm not gonna eat fucking white rice with fried eggs because
I understand.
I make good money.
I understand when you're in prison and you have no other choice but to eat this way. But when you come home, you should no longer eat this way.
Fire.
Is the shit.
Yes, it is.
The shit.
What's
yes,
that?
it is.
White rice and fried eggs with the soft yolk.
I like that, or
and fried up Vienna
couple of fried eggs over French fries.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you dip that French fry in the egg.
The yolk.
Yeah, in the yolk. It's really, really good.
Yep.
So yeah, so you know what I want to try now? Fritos.
It's called gula. It's called gula.
Goulash.
Yeah. It's prison food, but it's poor people food too. If you think about
that's
it.
not poor people. That is not poor people food.
Yes, it is.
Poor people food is the ramen. No, poor people food is the ramen.
Ramen
the rest of that
and
shit.
the fucking Slim Jims and the fucking chips sprinkled. Bro, it's fire. I'm telling you, it's so good.
Ramen is poor people food. I've spent a pretty penny on ramen.
Ramen is poor people food. It's a fucking 97 cents.
It's 25 cents for a fucking pack. It's fresh.
Yeah,
Well,
facts. Like,
yeah, when you buy it like in from
that
the
shit got like
supermarket, yeah, I guess.
2000% fucking sodium in that bitch.
But like if you have like real ramen from like a Japanese
Man,
restaurant,
that's
like,
not
high
what
quality,
we talking
yeah.
about, bro. That's not what we talking
All right,
about.
yeah. You're talking about powdered seasoning, like in the little
Yeah.
packets, and that's garbage. All right.
I
It's
say
good, though.
with the munchies, that shit is fucking fire. That's all I'm saying. You should try it one day. I'm gonna add that to my bucket list. Get Damien to try a goulash.
Nah, your boy be trying to do it all the time.
Who? Louis?
Yeah. All the time, bro. He swears it's the greatest meal in the world.
It's so good. I'm trying to tell you. Just take a bite. Just take one
ask
bite.
him what I tell him every time. Ask him what I tell him. Just text him and ask him what I tell him every time he tried to give me goulash.
I'm free.
All right, guys. I don't want to hear about the time some dude tried to give you goulash. All right. So anyway,
I think we did it. Episode 13 is in the books.
we did it. Unlucky 13. This was tell us if this was a disaster, guys. Leave a comment.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Para la próxima.
Deuces.